It is one of the biggest events of the year. Dedicated football fans will come together to watch the big game weekend.
And while some will watch every minute of the game, others will show up to socialize and, more importantly, to eat. That's me, especially the kids. Joining us today to make sure we don't get flagged for the lack of snacks is Chef Jay Caputo from Espuma Restaurant in Rehoboth Beach. Thanks for joining us
Thanks
this
for
afternoon.
having me.
So what are we going to make today for the kids?
We're gonna make some homemade pretzels.
Oh.
It's a delicious thing, something I used to make with my mom when I was a kid, so
Okay.
it's a lot of fun.
All right, so what ingredients do we need?
So what we have here is a sponge we made with yeast, water, warm water, a little bit of flour and sugar.
Okay.
And that's the start of it. So you want to activate the yeast, and you can see the bubbles in the container, and that's the yeast starting to feed on the sugar and flour.
Oh, okay, so you want it to get bubbly.
We want to get it bubbly because we want to make sure that the yeast works.
Okay.
You don't want to make this and find out that your yeast doesn't work.
All right.
So we're going to put this
I hate
in
it when that happens.
I hate that. We're going to put that in our KitchenAid.
Okay,
And then we're going to add a little bit of salt
okay.
and some flour,
How much?
almost all of it.
Almost all of it, okay. That's almost all of it.
All right, because we can always add more. It's really hard to take it out once
sure.
it's already in there. And some melted butter.
Some melted butter.
Yep, and we can put that down. We'll lock it down and then turn it on. You want to
love
start
the
it a
dough.
little slow because you don't want flour all over yourself, or maybe you do. Who knows?
Jimmy, do you
but-
know about that?
Hey, you know what? There are certain things you will never live down. That goes right along with cheese.
So
All right.
we're gonna mix this with the dough hook for about 6 or 7 minutes until it all comes together and it starts to get a little shiny.
Okay.
And then what we have here is a pre-made
This is what's going to turn out to
pretzel
be.
dough.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you'll cover this.
Okay.
You'll let it sit for about 45 minutes, and it will double in size. That's called proofing the dough.
Proofing the dough.
Proof the dough.
Now, do you have to punch it down?
Well, you can punch it down. It's always fun to mess with your dough. So.
Yeah, I love that part, punching it.
So the yeast is active. So we're going to cut this into 6 pieces. And generally, how I do that is cut it in half and then into thirds.
Okay.
So they're pretty even without weighing them.
Right.
And then we're going to roll these out. And so we're going to get it into sort of a dowel shape,
Okay.
and then we're going to roll it out. You want to try that, Jimmy?
That's it. What, do you think I know what I'm doing here?
There you go.
How
You
small
want
do
to
I
press
want
in
it?
the middle, and you want to roll it out to the outside.
How small do we want it?
We want it about 18 inches long.
About 18 inches long.
Well,
Maybe
you're
a little
about-
bit longer.
Yeah, you got a little ways to go there.
I left my measuring tape
You
in the
left,
truck.
left your yardstick at home.
Can I start twirling this thing over my head now?
You can, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay, when the producer says something to me, I'm going to say, hey, Jay told me I could.
Hey, we like to play with our food. So.
How's that?
Okay.
Yes,
All
we
right, so-
do.
Now we have the dowel. What we're going to do is shape the pretzel. Now you can shape these any way you want. You know, you could leave them, you could cut them into little nuggets if you wanted.
All right.
But we're going to shape this like a pretzel. So what you do is you roll it away from yourself,
Okay.
then you twist it a couple times, then you fold it back over
How
itself.
about that?
Ah.
Okay. So now you have a pretzel shape. So what we would do is let this proof for a little while until it doubled in size again. Then we have some boiling water with a little bit of baking soda in there. And we're just gonna blanch this for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Why?
And it helps with the texture of the finished product.
Oh, okay.
You know, you want it to be a little chewy, but not, sort of like a bagel. That fresh, flavor. So,
Right.
All right, so
so we're gonna we blanch this. We'll put this onto our baking sheet.
Yeah? This goes in?
Well, everybody likes
little salt
salted
on it.
pretzels, right? So you sprinkle with a little bit of salt. And then you can put that in the oven.
Okay.
okay.
And then
Look at there.
magically,
Aha!
we have one we've already baked.
Now, normally we would go ahead and taste this, but we're going to save it because we have a couple sauces.
We do. We have a couple dips that we're going to make sort of indicative of Seattle, Denver,
Oh,
the
okay.
battle in the big game.
We're going to get to that coming up. We'll learn how to put them both together next on Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.